Yeah.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Wendell Carter.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing him back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Payton in at the 3 slot. And for Orlando, sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then there's Suggs. Then there's Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. For those teams, Clark, still in the running for a playoff spot, how do they close out strong?
Well, they just continue to do what they've been doing. That's what good teams do. They focus on the task at hand. And then when it really counts, you know you've got the system and the talent to step up.
Now here's Hield, 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. The rebound by Bitadze. Suggs against Curry. Suggs passes to Banchero. They set the pick to the paint. Here's Bitadze. Lays it up off the glass. Bitadze's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Magic.
The ability to pass like that will be a must as Banchero's career goes on.
Here's Curry. Great pass to set up the layup.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Caldwell Pope passes to Banchero. Now, here's Suggs. Pulls up on the wing. Offensive rebound. Bitadze. No good with the layup. On offense, here are the Warriors. Inside. They kick out to Hield. And so just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Green. Fires the 3. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. 14 feet away. And there's Banchero on the assist from Wagner.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options. If he can't penetrate, your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Now, here's Payton. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Had the space there, but it's offline. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. The 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The Magic in second.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Down low. Green, the pass to Hield. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. Now, we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler, and Coach said, you have to compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy Butler, truly a two-way star. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Banchero after the miss from Stephen Curry. 5 on the clock. Banchero inside, defended by Butler. And it's Banchero missing. Hield from outside. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds in this game. Banchero outside. No good on the triple.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Pass to Green. Here's Butler. Back to Green. And he banks in the layup.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Orlando leading. Suggs passes to Bitadze. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. Good, nice job down low.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer in high school. He gives you physicality in the backcourt.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That's a 2 from Butler. Orlando grabs the miss. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
And really just a bad loss. No other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
I agree with you. I mean, the points off the bench, that disparity was decisive. You've got to have all hands on deck for this one.
Now here's Butler. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. Hield with the bucket.
Talk about being shot ready. Hield catches and fires as fast as pretty much anybody in the league.
Caldwell Pope outside. Suggs, screen on Hield. Caldwell Pope passes to Bitadze. Over to the left wing. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Sinks the triple. Banchero's got 7 points.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Lays it up and banks it in.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Caldwell Pope outside. Suggs, screen on Hield. Back to Suggs. Caldwell Pope pushes to Suggs. Wagner outside. Offline with his 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And talking about Buddy Hield, he is someone you can definitely count on. He can score from any place.
Yeah, he's got great range, and his durability is just as impressive as his stroke. You know, most seasons, Buddy Hield plays in 80 or more games, and that is very much a rarity these days. And he's also a 40% career shooter from 3. So he can space the floor, and you know he's going to be on the floor whenever it's game time.
Free throw drops for Hield.
Everybody knows about how Buddy Hield is an incredible three-point threat. But what I love, here's a guy with a bunch of years playing 80 or more games. Love that durability. He's ready to go whenever they call his name.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. That one misses.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Magic shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
First one falls for him.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising, an effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
Both free throws good from Suggs.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Suggs. Here's Hield. Out to Payton. Here's Caldwell Pope. Scoreless thus far. To the middle. A jump hook. Bitadze with the bucket. And the Magic lead by 5.
And Caldwell Pope has improved as a passer. Nice to see that development in his game.
Pass to Butler. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
What a nice touch on the floater. Butler has perfected that shot, has it down to a science.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Shoots from 12. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Carter. Pass to Bitadze. And here is Suggs. Drills it from outside. And now it's an 8-point Magic lead.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Shots good from Butler.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Carter with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
That's good from Suggs on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Suggs has got 11 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mo Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Banchero comes in for Wagner. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Anthony Black in for Suggs. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. Moody's checked in for Gary Payton. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Buddy Hield. Now here's Curry. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Pass to Anthony. Now Carter. Podziemski grabs the board. Now, here's Moody. Off target from outside. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Banchero outside. Back to Anthony. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they need Anthony to connect deep. And when he does, their offense opens up even more.
And here is Curry. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 7.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Magic. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we return to the second quarter, and no Jay Latina. Specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moody is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Looney in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here's Banchero. We saw him with 19 points his last outing, and that one drops for him. 9 points in the game so far.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. Well, with his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Banchero kicks to Cook. No good on the 3. Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Podziemski. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
The free throw drops for Curry.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Curry kicks it to Looney. To the inside. Shoots. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Spurs. Shot's good by Anthony.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Moody. Hasn't made one yet. Kuminga finds Curry. Jacks up a 3. Steph, perfection from the arc.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
And finished off by Wagner.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 5. He takes it in, and it's Anthony with the jam.
A little extra motivation to finish from Anthony after he was bumped on his way in.
Now here's Curry. He's tightly guarded. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Magic. Jalen Suggs comes in for Wagner. Golden State also making some changes. Green comes in for Kevon Looney, and Hield subbed in for Moody. Here's Banchero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw, good from Banchero. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
Now here's Curry. 14 points for him. Back to Podziemski. Over Anthony. A shot by Podziemski, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Suggs. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Hield. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Impressive display of focus there from Hield. Never lost sight of the rim.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Guys, I think free throw shooting is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
Free throw drops for Hield. Now, here's Suggs. Last time out, he had 13 points. Pass to Bitadze. Looking for Banchero and gets it there. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Now, here's Curry. 23 points his last outing. Payton with the screen for Butler. Payton with it. Back to Butler. Oh, no, stopping Butler that time.
That's really all you can do defensively. Butler is an all-star for this very reason. Excellent skills and cool under pressure.
Bitadze the pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Banchero. inside. There's Bitadze. It's good. Bitadze's got 6 points.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Payton outside. Back to Curry. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Magic leading by 8. Wagner, right side, over Payton. Wagner kicks to Suggs. Curry brings the double. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Here's Banchero. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Butler. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Caldwell Pope against Teal. Pass to Suggs. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Banchero. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. Carter against Butler. Another shot in the paint. Butler.
The well put together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Pass to Wagner. Here's Bitadze. Shot clock at 5. Suggs passes to Carter. No good with the triple. Warriors trail by 8. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. They get it again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work that time by Draymond to draw the foul while in the act of shooting there.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And so he makes both from the line.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Suggs. Green with the block. And they'll keep possession.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Hield kicks to Payton. Green with a screen for Payton. Driving in, and the dunk by Payton.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here are the Magic now. The Warriors making the shot. Now, Suggs. He's got 13. Wagner kicks to Suggs. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Look, that's exactly what you want to see from Butler. He's at his best when he's attacking the rack.
Wagner against Payton. And Wagner drives in. Outside for Caldwell Pope. A three-pointer is right on target. Caldwell Pope's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Butler feeling out of it. Pass to Hield. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hield so good at finding ways to get it in the hoop, regardless of who's defending.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Hield. Mo Wagner's checked in for the Magic. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Orlando leading by 4. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Batadze the pass to Wagner. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
Here's Butler. Drilled from 11 feet out. Butler's got 12 points in the game. Wagner with it. From deep three-point land, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Magic out in front, leading by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch, Shaq.
Yeah, no Tyler Ball from them. That's why they're getting the good looks. Get it, Tyler Hero?
Your Tyler Ball, Hero Ball.
I knew you would understand, Ernie.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And for that game against the Thunder, this will be a good challenge. If they could come in, play with intensity, and sustain that, they'll be right there at the end, Shaq.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And Orlando has possession. In the backcourt for him, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Bitadze in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here. That free throw, no good.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings your playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
And he sinks the second. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 6-point game. To the paint, trying to find Green. He's got it now. That shot misses.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Wagner outside. Banchero inside. Payton's there. They grab their own miss. The shot's good from Bitadze.
Oh, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. And so here is Golden State, trailing by 10. And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Curry. Curry gets it to go inside.
And it's been this way all night. When Steph gets going, amazing things can happen.
Banchero passes to Wagner. There's the screen. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
Outside Butler, 14 feet away. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bitadze's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Banchero. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Butler. Warriors trail by 8. Down low. And Green with the basket on the assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to talk to his guys. Closing to the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the West is stacking up. You take a look at the Warriors. Right now, they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
And I think for the Warriors, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step those qualities that could make them true contenders just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Now, here's Wagner. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Here's Suggs. 6-point lead. And finished off by Banchero.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all three levels.
Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Outside Butler, back to Curry. Caldwell Pope against Hield. Here's Butler. Great defense that time from Banchero. Orlando leading by 8. Some solid defense from Butler. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Through tight coverage, Butler knocks it down.
Boy, I like the way Butler is just patient in his release. Doesn't allow the defender to affect his shot.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. Another miss by Banchero.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Looking now at some numbers for Paolo Banchero.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And he makes the first.
You know, one thing about Jalen Suggs, he takes a ton of pride in his defense. I mean, he's shut down some really good scorers in this league.
Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And the Warriors also making a change. Podziemski, he's checked in for Payton. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 8-point game. Butler a screen on Wagner. Three-pointer Hield. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Suggs up top. He's defended by Podziemski. And that one is good from Suggs. Suggs has got the lead up to 11 now for Orlando. Pass to Podziemski. Green taking his time here. Here's Hield. He's defended by Wagner. Hield with the bucket.
Leave it to Hield to respond. A consistent three-point sniper.
Here's Black, guarded by Kerr. Wagner outside. A 3-ball. Podziemski grabs the board.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Here's Suggs. He's got 20. Pass to Black. And here's Banchero. He lobs it up. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Curry can't get it to go. Magic leading by 10. Here's Black. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. He gets it in there.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Outside, Green. Curry looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Pass to Black. Wagner has screen on Curry. Black the pass to Banchero. And they pick up 2. Banchero's got 20 points.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And Wagner subbed in for Banchero. Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Kuminga comes in for Curry. Warriors trail by 12. Outside Butler. Pass to Podziemski. Looney kicks to Hield. Some nice passing by Golden State. And that one's good by Butler.
It's so impressive how Butler seems to just will things to happen offensively. He gets forceful with the defense and finds a way to get shots.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And the Magic making a change here. Anthony's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Moody's checked in. Pass to Carter. And there's the foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside Anthony. Wagner with a screen for Anthony. Another miss by Orlando. Warriors trail by 12. A nice shot by Moody. Moody's got his second bucket of the night.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Pass to Wagner. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Podziemski. He has yet to score. Here's Kuminga. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Magic leading by 10. 1:15 left in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
Here's Podziemski. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Butler against Wagner. Pass to Podziemski. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Takes a step back. Unloads from 13. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors trail by 10. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And here is Anthony. Fires away from way outside. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Orlando holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy, drive and kick, let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense. Play inside out when you can.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Looney. And it's Moody in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Banchero. Out to Anthony. Shoots over Podziemski. Anthony can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Outside Curry. Pass to Moody. There's a screen. The 3. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Orlando. Now Banchero. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. Fires for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Podziemski's got 4 rebounds now tonight. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Kuminga down low. He's defended by Wagner. Kuminga, no good. It's Anthony with the drive. Banchero. And Banchero on the follow.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play. Making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Now here's Curry. To the left side wing. Up top, Podziemski. Covered by Anthony. And it's good. 2 points.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamahl Mosley. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And the Magic making a change here. Suggs is checked in. And Golden State also making a change. Hield's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamahl Mosley said to his team. Now, he said, come on, can anybody make a 3? We have to be better from deep. He implored his team to find the shooters, get them open with movement and picks. We'll see if it works, guys.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Banchero. Suggs with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Suggs passes to Banchero. Hits it from three-point range. Banchero's got 12 points here in the second half.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Curry against Suggs. Hield dishes to Curry. Clock at 6. lets it go from the wing. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now Podziemski, after Jalen Suggs missed from long range. Now here's Looney. Left side Curry. Pass to Hield. Podziemski with it. Puts up a deep 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry against Suggs. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Curry. Curry in the lane. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Certainly not the biggest guy on the floor, but Curry has plenty of grit and determination behind his drive.
Banchero against Kuminga. And Looney sends it back. On the wing, Hield. Trying to find Podziemski. Gets it to him. Doesn't go that time. Anthony with the defensive effort. Pass to Suggs. Here's Black. Defended by Looney. Here's Banchero. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 27 points for Paolo Banchero.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Podziemski, covered by Anthony. Now here's Curry. Back to Podziemski. Pass to Looney. Curry outside. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Suggs looking around. Banchero with the ball. Guarded by Curry. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 29 in the game.
Showing why he was drafted first overall, Paolo Banchero has been a hoop getter tonight.
Kuminga, screen on Suggs. Hield can't hit.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Al Carter, after the missed 3 from Buddy Hield. Inside, here's Kuminga, and Kuminga throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Suggs. The Warriors making the shot. Banchero passes to Carter. Yep, it counts. And the Magic lead by 11.
This is where Carter Jr. looks to score from, using his size to his advantage.
Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Pass to Looney. Now Curry fires the 3, hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Banchero a screen on Curry. Carter with it. There's the 3. The rebound by Hield. Hield's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in. The circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Wendell Carter. Franz Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Anthony. Golden State also making some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Peyton in for Brandon Podziemski. Magic leading by 6. Caldwell-Pope outside. Here's Banchero. Warriors with the rebound. Now Curry. On the wing, Peyton. To the inside, Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Franz Wagner.
Butler just excellent at finding ways to get to the stripe, especially when he's near the basket.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
You know, when you're looking to create a culture, a championship-type culture for your team, you want guys like JB, guys that are tough, accountable, and consistent.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Curry's really a master at drawing contact. The defense has to be careful when defending him.
Drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Stephen Curry hits them both.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Pass to Banchero. Over Butler. That's good from Banchero on the assist from Suggs. Banchero's got 18 points now here in the second half. Curry with it. Shoots the 3. Banchero grabs the board. Now Suggs. Back to Banchero. The basket, and it's a 7-point Magic lead.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Curry passes to Green. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Suggs kicks to Caldwell-Pope. 4 on the clock. Warriors with the rebound.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
3-pointer, Butler. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
And Butler relishes this. I mean, he feels really comfortable going right at the defense at crucial points in the game.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Here's Bitadze, and so they foul intentionally.
Green. Short personal foul. Second team. At the line for Orlando, Goga Bitadze. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
At the line for the Magic, Jalen Suggs, taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. We both at the line. It's a 7-point game.
And no mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 7. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Let's hear it for all the dancers.
.17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Three-pointer, Payton. The rebound by Bitadze. So the Magic win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.